So this is pretty much the first video, the first challenge that I decided to do. Now I had a lot of overhead commentary in it, so I don't really want to talk too much more about the challenge because I said what I needed to during the commentary. So what I'd rather talk about instead is that at the time, you know, this was shot with a DJI Pocket. It was something I invested in. I didn't have camera equipment, so it was my very first one. And all I had was that and this. This is just Windows Movie Maker, right? So this is the kind of format I was working with, and the only edits I had was this trim function, and you know, just to take out sections. So I was able to just, you know, cut, you know, certain things out and then add them in and then playing them fast forward. So that's pretty much what I was limited to. And so the commentary was done with these headphones. Flip the mic down. Yeah, not the greatest audio, but it's what I had. So that's it. It was one camera, this Windows software, and this. So now as I got better over time, and we'll get into this down the road, but just wanted to show you is that in Adobe Premiere Pro, I had to learn this. This was a lot of hours to figure out how to use it, what makes it so good, and why people love it. And it took a lot of time, you know, to figure out the functions, and it's very intimidating. People will tell you at the first, you know, go at it. It has so many different things it can do. I'm probably using it to maybe 10% of capacity. But if I could redo this video, which I may try at some point, is there's a lot of different things I could have done. Like, so when I trimmed, you know, in Windows, this is something in Adobe, you can just do one cut and clip it out and then it's gone, rather than saving and clipping. That's how I had to actually do it. So this would have made my life a lot better. Something else too is as you put like different, like say looks in and highlights, you can do like just changing the color a little bit. This is one way, a fast way I do it. And so it brings a little more color in there. And then obviously what I didn't have in the beginning too is like scaling, right? Is to bring it around, moving the picture. So I could have brought it in a little bit closer. Would have made it a better video, I think. What else? So pretty much, yeah, there's a lot of, right here, you can notice I have a lighting effect. So see, this is, I could have changed lighting. So this is 0. See, there's no lighting. And then you can pump this up a little bit. See, I have a lot more light. That's something that could have made this good. And there's also things like sharpen. There's just different functions. And then the first thing that was kind of a mess too was the audio. And there was sections I had to cut out, but it was really loud. Let me see if you can hear it.
Your head's like up by the 180, but you can see it. Yep. Yep. Hey, try this.
So you can tell right there, right away, you know, I'm dealing with a lot of background noise, which I knew I would have to do a voiceover. Just in a lot of challenges you see, you know, there's not a lot of background noise. And that was the last thing is I had to do was make sure it was like, quote unquote, authentic in terms of the time. You know, in the beginning, I was all about making sure you could see everything because a lot of people will complain, well, it's not really, you didn't do the challenge unless we could see all of it. And what I learned as I got, you know, let's say more experience, I stopped caring so much about the different angles and shots. I was more about entertainment and making sure it looked cool. And I did that at some point. So, and we'll talk about that when we get there. There's a number of different features I could have made this better with. Really cool things too. Like my brother, he likes to show up, you know, things that you can do, you know, just to make, you know, I could have brought in some sound effects and some pause effect, you know, for stuff like this that would have been really neat, you know, did something a little different. But, you know, that's just what I was limited to at the time was just all I had was this software and this headset. So that's pretty much it for this first one. It was started on a win and I was really excited, really motivated. Once I finished this one, it was something that I did pay the price for, but I was also kind of pumped up to get going on doing these food challenges because I had a lot of them planned out right out of the get-go. So until the next video, we'll see you then. Take care. Peace out.